Welcome to the Dan Stevens Show, brought to you from an undisclosed location in the west of Ireland. It's Galway. It's Fartamore in Galway. As if I need to hide my location from anybody. As if anybody be looking for me. I'm in the family holiday home that has been here since 1995. Used to be down here every summer. Came here to get away for a few days. I was feeling the burn. Feeling a bit burnt out, perhaps. So I said I'd take a few days to relax, bring me podcast equipment with me, and record a little episode from here. If you're watching this, I hope it's looking alright. Hope my belly isn't looking too prominent. I have to get rid of that now. It's when you do the full body here, you can see more of my body than usual. And it's not a beer belly that I have either. It's more of a hobnobs hips. A biscuit bulge. Chocolate chops. You know, not a beer belly. So, on today's episode, I want to talk about the most embarrassing Irish trends of the past 7 or 8 years, or since the internet became a thing, I suppose. They embarrassed me. Maybe I'm a bitter old man with the way I'm going to talk about these things. One is very recent. The other two, one is probably still ongoing actually, and the other one was a few years ago. I suppose I'll start by the timeline. I'm going to name the three of them for you now, actually. So it's, and this is the one I'm going to start with. The way that at the end of a gig, the gig will be over. I can understand one more tune. That makes sense. That's a valid chant. But Irish people will then go, ole, 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 ole. They'll start singing that in the and it's just so embarrassing. It's as if, so it might be a really famous international pop star on stage, and it's almost as if the Irish crowd is like, oh, look what we can sing. We're singing this for you. Ole, 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 ole. It's just like, get out, you know. I'd be gone. Myself and my brother Owen used to go to gigs, and it's usually the country folk. Look, I've a bit of country in me myself. But there's no need for that. That ole stuff. Okay, that's just, I'm after getting into it there a bit too much. That's the first thing. I'll get back to that in a second. The second thing is the Jerusalem trend during COVID. That was so embarrassing. I'll talk about that in a few minutes. And the last one will be controversial, but I have my explanation and I have my reasons. Is Pico Lopez. That whole bandwagon. So we're going to get back into the reason. I don't know what it is. Whoever started that ole ole thing at concerts. Ole ole was originally a chant for the Irish soccer team. I think now it's come on you boys in green primarily. But ole 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 was primarily used for the Irish soccer team. And I think then when we stopped qualifying for tournaments, people were like, we need to use it somewhere. So they'd sing it at the end of gigs after the act was off the stage and everything. It could be like Shakira on stage and she's doing her thing. She might do an encore, so she'll have done the one more tune. But they decide to stay. The bar is closed. But it's like, look at us, Shakira. Ole, ole. This is what we sing. Ole, ole. Ole. I'd be just nearly doubled over with the cringe. I wouldn't be at Shakira. This is more like be happening at Kasabian or something for me. Happens everywhere. As I say, mainly the cultures. I'm sorry. Ole, 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 ole. Go away, ole. It's a Spanish word anyway. I don't understand. Turn it into an Irish word. Abu, 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 abu. That's an Irish word. Is there not any other two-syllable words you could use there from the Irish language? Shinny, 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 shinny. Shinny. That'd be a great one for after a gig. That's it, that means in English. Shinny. Oh, it is, yeah. Shinny. I'd sing along with that one. It's just our choice of chant is not great there. Just leave the Olay one. Hopefully the good times will be back soon for the Irish soccer team. Leave the Olay for then. Can we not just keep it? Keep it on ice. Yeah, okay, so that's that one. The next thing was the Jerusalem trend during COVID. Anybody who partook in that? I mean, COVID in itself was the ultimate weird time. People were like flies on shite to the news, or else they were not partaking. Very divisive time. I'm not going to get into that. But I do want to talk about the whole Jerusalem. That was one of the cringiest. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I vividly remember the Garda Síochána doing it, and it was on RTE, on the national broadcaster, showing the Garda Síochána on a roof somewhere. A load of fat... just all shapes and sizes. I don't mean to body shame the guards, but just these awkward sort of guards just doing this brutal dance to a brutal song. And my complaint isn't about the song. Like, there is actually a bit of, what would the word be? I can understand why people did it. Like, it was to bring people together and distract us all from, the terrible disease that's going around. But pick a better song, for God's sake. They could have done YMCA. That would have been some crack. I would have been the first one to do that. Imagine in a big group doing the YMCA. That'd be a great trend. Or Outside by George Michael. Funky song. And during COVID, it'd be sending the right message. Let's go outside. Stay outdoors. I know you want to, but you can't say yes. Stay away from the places that you love best. I don't know. It should have just been a better song. Such a shite song. In the best of times. That Jerusalem. Absolute shite. Big fella from Roscommon in a Garda uniform dancing to it. Very embarrassing. Local GAA teams are doing it then and putting it on Instagram, recording it with a drone. I don't know why they did that. Probably because it's 6 foot away, is it? Is that why you get a drone? All the kids and all doing it. Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal form. Yeah, I couldn't get behind that one. I couldn't watch it. I remember seeing it on a bit. I think I was in a pub at one stage. I think we were allowed to go to the pub for a few months. And there was a big announcement one night. I was in that pub in the docks. What do you call it? Brewdog. Big pub there, and they had the big 1984 screen with Big Brother on it, Micheál Martin or Leo Varadkar, whoever was Taoiseach at the time, doing his announcement. And then after they left it on or something, and that dance was on at the time, and I was just I wanted to stick my head down the toilet and just flush it, just to distract myself. I didn't know what else to do. Absolutely shocking. That was one of the worst things about COVID for me. That Jerusalem trend. Oh, still have nightmares about it. Oh, not the kids. I was like, Jesus, no, not the kids. Watching the GAA clubs doing their own version. And then it's like all the comments from all the Facebook mums and dads. Well done. Very good. Jesus. Oh. I think there was nurses doing it as well, wasn't there? Oh, don't talk about it. The nurses. They were very good at it now. I will say the nurses are great. I said they can do Jerusalem. The nurses. No, it's all equally as embarrassing. Yeah, so that's ole at gigs, okay? Stop that if you're still doing it. I don't go to gigs that much anymore, but stop it. Let's keep it for when the Irish football team gets successful again, in my opinion. And to any of my listeners or viewers who did the Jerusalem, I forgive you, alright? I forgive you. It was a crazy time. People were gone a bit nuts, and that was the pinnacle for me of people's craziness. Dancing to Jerusalem. As I say, so many other songs there could have been. YMCA, Let's Go Outside. When you had the old 5 kilometre thing, or how many was it, 3 kilometres? When you had the I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's what I was like. I think I went 200 kilometres outside my 5 kilometres. Are you from around here? I remember I went to a cafe down in the Hill of Tara with Quinner. And I went in barefaced, no mask on me, didn't have one with me. Didn't know there was a cafe there. So I nipped in. About 10 people lined up. Blue in the face, you know. The old blue medical masks on. I just see a lot of eyes looking at me. I just closed my mouth like this. So it looks like a big beard mask. Wait, would you not wear a mask? No. Someone says to me, would you not wear a mask? I said, I don't have one with me. Like, look, it's alright. I said, I'm not sick. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Then another few L ones then looking at me. Oh. Where are you from? I said, just down the road there. About 4.5 kilometres away. I said, no, you're not. I said, I'm only messing Blanchardstown. I said, just don't worry about it. I said, you wear your mask. Don't worry, I won't come near you anyway. Don't worry about that. Seething. I get to the counter then, and I'm like, a cappuccino. Cappuccino. No, I wasn't. I just said cappuccino, please. 2 cappuccinos, actually. Por favor. Quinner was outside waiting for me. Next thing, a little meeting starts behind the counter. Oh, he's not wearing a mask. That's your man not wearing a mask. And they just gave me the coffee anyway. Got a great laugh out of it, and here we are talking about it today. But yeah, it was, I'd say a lot of them people, I'd say your one, that woman that was given out to me was Jerusaleming the whole time, I'd say, during it. But anyway, there was a lot of craziness during COVID. I, as a person who's into big time obsessed with psychology, I was both horrified and very interested at the same time in it. But sure, it's over now, and that's the main thing. Sure, nothing even happened. And sure, it's grand now, the sun's out, and what? Oh, red warning. The sun's out. Oh, it's a red warning now. Or is it yellow warning? Oh no. It's a yellow warning. It's going to be a red warning tomorrow. Oh my God. COVID's over, just enjoy the sun. No, but there's an orange warning. My God, I'm glad I don't get involved with that or get invested in it in any way. Enjoy the sun, it's summertime. Enjoy the cold when it's winter time. Let the weather do its thing. Okay, that's enough about that. So the next one is, and this may be the most controversial, is, and I did actually show a bit of support for Pico Lopez. He's a good player. Seems like a nice fella. Do you know that his name is actually Roberto Carlos Lopez? He changed it to Pico though for some reason. I suppose maybe it's a lot to live up to if you're a footballer and your name is Roberto Carlos. So we got behind him big time in Ireland. Obviously, our football team didn't get through to the World Cup, beaten by Czechia on penalties in the qualifiers. We find out then that Pico Lopez he plays for Shelbourne Rovers or something, I don't know. But I tell you, come on Ireland, come on Shelbourne Rovers, that's who he plays for. No, Shamrock Rovers. I'm only messing. I'm feigning a lack of knowledge about League of Ireland football here, just for your entertainment. But it's no offence. It's just, I'm just letting loose here, okay? I'm letting out my dark side. I'm letting out my shadow self in my opinions about Pico Lopez. As I say, absolutely nothing against him. Did fantastic in the World Cup. But we got on the bandwagon, didn't we? Again, we needed something to grasp onto. We find out that he's born in Dublin, born in Ireland, has played in the League of Ireland for years. And that's all good. Let's get behind him. My beef is that, number one, I would say a vast majority of the people who are shouting for Pico Lopez and supporting him don't support League of Ireland football whatsoever. And also, they never thought of having him called up for the Irish team. He never even got a chance with the Irish team. He had to send an email to the Cape Verde Football Association. Or they sent him an email wanting him to play for them. And he thought it was a spam email, apparently. And then they got in touch again a few months later. But such is our lack of interest in Irish football and our lack of interest in Pico Lopez until he goes to the World Cup with another team. He just slipped through the cracks and now he's 34. There was never a word about him playing for Ireland. So, and he'll be just forgotten again now. Sorry, but he'll be forgotten again now in a couple of months. He's got a lot of followers now from it on Instagram. He's doing a bit of punditry, I think. Straight after the World Cup, his family got flown out by Aer Lingus to the World Cup, which is nice. But, and I don't know, maybe there was people saying that, or people suggesting, or scouts, or someone. Where's the scouts? Why did scouts not notice him and get him to play for Ireland? He has a lot of honours as well. He got like 5 Player of the Year things and stuff in League of Ireland, apparently. But did they not know that he was eligible for Ireland? I'm sure he would have loved to play for Ireland. Would have been his dream, probably, as an Irishman. But no. He never got the chance. And then they get to the World Cup. How ironic. And he does great in the World Cup with Cabo Verde. I'm not trying to turn on my people here. I always have been, like, and maybe my lack of positivity and enthusiasm for some facets of Irish life is what's going to stop me succeeding. In Ireland, I don't know. Maybe it is, but I'm sure there's more bandwagon sort of and annoying things that I will think of in the future that I just haven't thought of yet. And if there is, I'll let you know. But those 3, so the ole, 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 singing that at concerts has to stop. the Jerusalem thing. I don't care if there's another massive pandemic. We're not singing that one again. I never took part. People, don't start that one. Sing Outside by George Michael, YMCA, Thriller, I don't know, whatever, something good. Learn the whole Thriller dance. That would have been better. Something. Not Macarena though, or Rock the Boat. No. But just pick something apt and funky, please. And then the Pico Lopez Hysteria. It's great. We needed to support someone, I suppose, at the World Cup, and he was the most qualified one. He's an Irishman playing for Cape Verde. But my point is, why didn't we spot him? And I think it just shows our lack of maybe Irish. I'm not an Irish soccer fan. I never proclaimed to be an avid League of Ireland fan. But he was playing in that league for a long time and nobody ever spotted him. Where's the scouts? What's going on there? That's, we need to ask a few questions. So, that's it for this episode. I want to talk about Tuesday's episode is going to be with Raven. She is an American comedian in Ireland who's obsessed with 90 Day Fiancé. And we're doing a 90 Day Fiancé episode. And let me just say, don't think that if you don't watch it, that's not going to be relatable. It's a fascinating show, but what it really is underneath it all is just how absolutely insane couples can be. That's what it's about. It's the most insane couples and the situations they get themselves in. That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about 4 or 5 extremely badly matched couples and the trials and tribulations that go on in the dynamic between them. So it could be anyone. It doesn't, but it's just from that TV show. So that will be Tuesday's episode. So if you see 90 Day Fiancé in the title and you're like, no, I don't watch that or something, just give it a chance. We will be making it relatable to everybody. It's not a 90 Day Fiancé podcast I'm doing, but I just find the relationship dynamics absolutely fascinating. So it'll be a full episode about that on Tuesday. And we'll go from there. I've sent out a few messages to a few potential guests that I'd like to have on, that have shown interest in the reels. I'll tell you, there was a big celebrity that liked one of the reels I put out from the podcast. Devon Toner, ex-Ireland rugby international, extremely tall man. He liked a reel from the episode with Glenn McGowan, the pub owner. So Devon, if you listen to the podcast, get in touch. Love to have you on. Ole, 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 ole. Goodbye, goodbye. Please follow on Spotify. Goodbye, goodbye. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube. Goodbye from the Dan Stevens Show. Alright, thank you. All the best. See you on Tuesday. Back in Dublin. Back in HQ. Alright, good luck.